This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. Welcome to Easy Entertaining. This red wine and mushroom stew is a fabulous dish to make when you're having people over for dinner. You can put it on in the afternoon, and the longer it simmers, the better it tastes. First, we'll start by putting a little olive oil in a hot pan, and then we're going to put in about 2 pounds of stew meat and start to brown that up. Now, while our beef is browning, we can go ahead and make our sauce. So I'm going to get a cup of soy sauce and a cup of a dry red wine and then a cup of beef broth. I'm going to put that all together in a large mixing cup. Then I'm going to take this handy measuring cup, and I'll put a link to this on the website. It's great for measuring things like sour cream and peanut butter and ketchup, because I'm going to be measuring out 2 cups of ketchup. And one of the things that's easy with this cup is you'll see once I fill it up with the amount that I need, then I can just tip it over and kind of press the bottom, and it gets every last little bit of ketchup out. It's fantastic. And then I'm just going to grab a whisk, and then I'm just going to start mixing up that ketchup into all of that soy sauce and wine and broth mixture. Now I'm going to add some Worcestershire sauce, and I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of that. And then I'm going to add 4 cloves of minced garlic. I'm going to get my pepper grinder and put about a half a teaspoon of black pepper in, and then I'm just going to whisk this all together. Now my meat is getting nice and brown, so once that happens, I'm going to put in 2 packages of sliced mushrooms. Now you can use the little white mushrooms. I like to get the little sliced brown mushrooms if I possibly can. Now if you like to buy whole mushrooms, you can certainly do that and slice them yourself. I'm kind of going for the easy way, and I'm going to add 2 big packages of mushrooms to my meat. Give that a stir and let them start to brown as well. Now once the meat and mushrooms have kind of cooked a bit, I'm going to go ahead and pour that sauce on that we made, and you can see how handy that measuring cup comes in. I'm just going to pour that in my pan, give it a stir, and leave this on medium to medium high heat because I want it to start to bubble. And once it starts to bubble, then I can put the lid on it, put it on low, and it can simmer for at least an hour, even up to 2.5 hours. Now, half an hour or so before you're ready to serve, we want to make a slurry. And what that is, it's about 2 or 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in a little bowl with a little bit of water added in, maybe just a couple of tablespoons. And you mix that together, get it nice and smooth. And then we're going to take and pour that slurry into our hot stew. And you can see the liquid, it's still pretty liquidy right now, but when we put that slurry in and that cornstarch starts to cook, it will thicken up and start to be more of like a thick gravy sauce. See, that's the consistency we're looking for. Now, when I make this dish for a dinner party, there are a couple of things that I also include with it. I cook up some egg noodles, and I plate this dish in the kitchen because it's a little easier for my guests. So I plate up the noodles, and then I add a ladle full or 2 of this rich red wine and mushroom stew. The beef is so tender and the sauce is fantastic. And then I like to cook up in the microwave some frozen peas, and I put a little butter and salt and pepper with them. And that's what I would serve. And then on the table, I have just a nice little green salad with a light vinaigrette, and your guests will really enjoy this dinner. For more information on this episode, go to our website and visit the Easy Entertaining show notes. Also, if you have any questions or ideas for us, send us an email. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Want to see what's going on behind the scenes at Harwood Podcast Network? Maybe you want to know what's going on with your favorite shows. You can follow us by going to twitter.com/Harwood Podcast. We have daily entries, photos, all kinds of behind the scenes info. We'll see you on Twitter.